This podcast is brought to you by Riding Lights Theatre Company. We are a charity that since 1977 has brought unforgettable, entertaining theatre to places theatre doesn't usually go. Churches, schools, prisons, community centres, even on the street. We rely on the financial and prayerful support of our members to keep our work alive and viable. We make theatre that makes a difference, and we need your help to keep doing that. If you'd like to make our theatre company your theatre company, consider becoming a Riding Lights member by visiting www.ridinglights.org or donating via the link on the show notes of this podcast. Riding Lights, using drama to change lives, one story at a time.
Riding Lights Theatre Company presents Wordplay. Season 1, The Passion. Episode 4, The Betrayer. It's Wednesday, and for one of the disciples, nothing is happening. Come with me now. Come with yourself. Come with your anger and your fists clenched tight, holding nothing but frustration. Come with me to a back wall in a back street where Judas of Kerioth is taking a moment to consider how best to take back control.
It's not what I signed up for. I stuck my neck out to change the world. Follow me, he said. Me, I said. Why, I said. He didn't answer. But there was a lot of, what about him? Something different. Messiah, someone said. Later on, he said it himself, as if we didn't have enough messiahs. I wasn't interested. I'd heard it all before. He is the Messiah, they said. Know why they call them messiahs, I said, because they make a lot of mess and then they end up getting messed up themselves. There's a lot of I in Messiah, so you've got to be careful. But I come from Kerioth. A lot of soldiers in Kerioth. And I'd had enough. Wanted Rome out on their arses. I wanted to join something, do something, change something. Follow me, he said. And so I do, though I don't have a lot of faith in him at first. But then one day, we're out, and we've nothing. Nothing but moths in our purse. And there's hundreds of people coming to hear him talk. This is before Jerusalem, and everyone's hungry, and we're fully out. And then he does it like he always does it. No magic, no effort, easy as breathing. Takes 5 loaves and 2 fish, and suddenly no one is hungry. And everyone shouts, it's a miracle! And everyone's happy. But I'm not happy. Same thing with the healings. We hit Galilee, and he heals. The Jordan, he heals. We hit the 10 cities, and there's healings in all 10. I mean, you might not believe me, but whatever else, he's definitely got that I don't know what. And I don't know what the I don't know what is, but it works. Like he's walking in God's footsteps. And this path, I'm thinking, leads to nothing but glory. And I'm thinking, despite my doubts, that maybe he is the Messiah and I got on board the right ship. And hallelujah, everyone's happy. But deep down, I am not happy. One time, we're in Capernaum. And Peter's mother-in-law is sick. Deathbed sick, He's going to lose her to a fever. And Peter's scared, for despite what he's seen, when it comes to his own family, he suddenly has his doubts. Why is it easy to believe someone else's miracle? Anyway, I say to him, Peter, have you not got faith? Just get him to do his thing. And Peter looks to Jesus, well, down at Jesus really, because Peter's a big fella. And Jesus goes into the house and to her bedside. No words, no prayers. He just takes her hand, and then bam, she's up. And then bam, she's kneeling. And then bam, everyone's having a party. She's dancing, they're happy. But I'm not happy. And Peter's like,
what's wrong? You don't look right.
I'm not. I said, what's the point?
The point, did you not see for yourself, he's just saved a life. You believed and I didn't. And you were right. He's healed her.
For how long?
What?
He saved her?
Yes.
But only for a bit. He's fed the hungry.
Yes, Judas, I don't What are you saying?
But tomorrow they'll be hungry again, and so will I.
He's just saved her from death.
Has he? Are you sure? Do you think he's always going to save her? Save her this time, yes, but what about next time?
What next time?
We're all going to die, Peter. What then? Is he always going to save us? What happens when he doesn't show up?
He won't let us down.
Won't he? Look at the healings.
Which ones? There's so many.
There is, but not enough. He healed some people, but he didn't heal everybody in Galilee, did he? If he really cares about everyone, why doesn't he just heal everybody? He talks as if he knows God personally. Sometimes he talks as if he is God, which is even worse.
I don't want to hear this.
Maybe you should hear this. If he's God, why does he let people suffer? Why does he heal some people and not others? Yes, he saves people from death. Saved your mother-in-law from death, but only for a bit. If he's God, why is there any death at all?
Maybe you should ask him.
What, and have him tell me some story about a mustard seed or a lamp? I don't want stories.
And it sounds like you don't want miracles. What do you want?
Change. Proper, lasting change.
I'm going inside.
You need to tell him. Peter, he listens to you, please.
Come on in when you're ready to talk sense, man.
Peter! You need to get him to do something that actually makes a difference. But Peter was gone. They were all inside dancing. But I'm not happy, so I'm not dancing. Later, we're in Jerusalem. And I think now we're finally getting somewhere. I mean, I've seen him calm storms. And I'm thinking now he can bring a storm himself. Lightning bolts from the heavens burning through Rome's armour. Or King Herod getting sick. And then Jesus at his bedside bringing him back from death's door. Everyone will take notice then. Why not do that? There's no strategy. Why work miracles for people with no influence and no power when he could show them all who he really is? Why don't you show them who you are? If he's God, why does he always help the wrong people? And we're in the temple. Hundreds of people there. People who love God. People sacrificing to God. And he could show them. And I see Caiaphas and the temple guard armed to the teeth. Everyone's struggling under the fist of Rome because there is no Messiah to lead them. And I'm thinking, now he will show them. And then they will follow, and we will be rid of the occupiers, and now Jerusalem will be ours again. And I see a man throw Jesus a coin.
I've got a denarii for you, teacher. Now answer the question, catch.
And he flicks the coin that bears Caesar's head. Blood money. And he flicks it into the air as if it were worth nothing at all. And I'm thinking, he's going to tell them all. Tell them all to rise up and scratch out Caesar's face from every coin and replace it with his own. And I'm excited. I'm ready. And the coin spins and Jesus catches it and shows it to the crowd. Whose face is on this coin, he says.
Caesar's.
Then Jesus says, give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's. And I feel sick. I feel like he's a collaborator. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, as if Caesar didn't have enough gold. And I'm thinking we should be Caesar's. We should be in charge. We're the ones who are healing the sick and giving sight to the blind. When he fulfilled the prophecy by coming into Jerusalem on a donkey and a colt, everyone said he was the Messiah. So why doesn't he act like it? But no, instead of revolution, he's banging on about the virtues of some peasant woman that no one gives a fig for. Jesus leaves with the others. I stay. I'm ready to quit. I didn't leave Kerioth and get dust between my toes for 3 years to watch him be a charity case. I don't know what to do. Then the high priest sees me and says,
bring that man to me.
It's the real deal. Caiaphas. Caiaphas calling me like Jesus called me. And for the first time in a long time, I feel a little bit happy. And we're in the temple and in a room, and it smells of incense. galbanum and frankincense. It smells of the lamb being roasted and burned as an offering to God, and the smell makes me hungry.
Can you help us?
The high priest of all Israel was asking for my help. He was there, blessed by God in rich robes. This, I thought, now this is the real deal.
Can you help us?
He said again. Perhaps, I said.
We would be grateful.
He said, putting a bag of money on the table. I count out the coins. Silver. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking, Jesus never really paid me for my service. 5, 6, 7. And I'm thinking, why doesn't Jesus overthrow Rome? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 disciples, like the 12 tribes of Israel. And when was I going to be a leader of the nation of Israel? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, this money's just the start. Being a fixer for the high priest himself is surely only the start of a fine career. 19, 20. And I'm thinking, I could serve both. I could force Jesus to act, help the priests, get him arrested, and then, if he is the Messiah, he will use his powers to destroy Rome. And if he isn't, well, then it serves him right to claim that he is. 21, 22, 3, 4, and 5. Either way, I am of sure service to God. 26, 27, 28, 29.
Will you tell us where we can find him?
Will I? Will I do that? Should I do that?
We cannot afford a riot. If we simply have him arrested in public, the people will rise up and Rome will come down hard. We will all be slaughtered. Will you tell us when he is alone and out of sight, will you help us arrest him? If it is better for one man to die than our whole nation to be destroyed, you, Judas, can help save our people. Will you do it?
30.
Perhaps you would like more money.
No, 30's enough. 30 is more than enough. This is what I signed up for.